Good morning, everybody. So let us discuss the first poem, that is The Dust of Snow. The poem is composed by Robert Frost, and he is a great American poet born in 1874 and died in 1963. And especially this poet, Robert Frost, is known for realistic writing. Realistic here, the way that if we look at his work, his poems, the way he has written, for example, The Dust of Snow, another second poem is written Fire and Ice, both poems are composed by him. So the real and especially the beauty of the nature, that is his main, the strong point which we could say that associated with his work, that is the nature, the beauty of the nature. So here in the same manner, in The Dust of Snow, a very short poem he has written within few lines, 8 lines. And in this poem, the poet wants to discuss with us. If we look, if we say what is the outline of this poem, what would be the main theme of this poem? The main thing is that the small things in our life, definitely the significance of small things, it can make a big difference in our life. It can bring some positive change. So that is what the intention of the poet here. That when we look at the poem, only few things are given. For example, one is a crow. An example of a crow is given, a bird, and another example is a hemlock tree. Only two symbols are given. Two symbols are given. One is a crow, a bird, and the second one is a tree, hemlock tree. Insignificant things are given, but the poet wants to give a significant message to the readers by using insignificant things. These are the small things, but see now, it can make a huge difference in our life. It can make a positive change in our life. So this is what the writer wants to convey through this poem. See now, when the poem starts, if we look at the life, it means the rhyme scheme of this poem. Only 8 lines are given, 2 stanzas are given by the poet, and the rhyme scheme of this poem is AB. The rhyme scheme is given by the poet. Very short poem, but having a deep meaning, a very meaningful poem. Now I will read line by line, and later on explanation will be given. So listen it carefully. It's a very, though short it seems, but a very meaningful poem. Deep meaning, that small things in our life, little things can make a big difference, huge difference, significance. So when the poem starts, Dust of Snow. See now, first of all, we have to understand what is meant by dust of snow. We know dust, snow, we know very well. But here, the meaning dust of snow, it means the fine particles of or flakes of snow. Fine particles small, or flakes of snow. That is dust of snow. That is the meaning of dust of snow, right? Which is the title of our poem. So, when the poem starts, the poet says that, and here especially the clear-cut picture is given, that it provides a clear picture of landscape of England. So that's why I told you that he is a realistic poet. He is a nature lover. Who? Robert Frost is a nature poet. So that's why he tries to show to us the beauty of the nature. These are the objects of the nature: trees, birds, fountain, river, or the mountains. This is what the object of the nature. It has its own meaning. So that's why the clear-cut picture is given, that is the landscape of England, he wants to clarify. So when the poem starts, that time the poet says, in the very first line, look at the poem, the way a crow means a bird, you know very well, you all are associated with this bird, familiar with this bird. Crow, for example, a bird, we know that black in color, right? We know, all we have seen, must have seen this bird. Black in color, harsh in voice, and it is considered as a bad omen, not good symbol, a kind of a bad omen for us, right? Black in color, harsh voice, and a kind of a bad omen for us. So this is what crow. So then the poet says, the way a crow shook down on me. What is the situation? When the poem starts, that time the poet was in a despairing mood. Despairing, disappointed, sad, right? When the poem starts, the poet is standing under the tree and the poet was in a sad mood. Maybe some problem that he is in a despairing or the disappointed, the poet is. He is standing under the hemlock tree. The name of the tree is hemlock tree, which is considered as the poisonous tree, not good. Just like this bird. One more example is taken, that is a hemlock tree. Right? Hemlock tree. And this hemlock tree, this is also a symbol of evil, ugliness, poisonous tree, bad omen, evil, death, fear. So both things, symbols are same, crow and hemlock tree. See now, he is a very different poet, because you might have seen so many other poets or read that there many poets that they have written about the different birds. For example, parrot bird, myna, or the cuckoo, different birds, right? But here, and the different trees, maybe the oak tree or the different maple or the pine tree. But here this poet is a different one who has taken this example of a bird, crow and a hemlock tree. So when the poem starts, that time poet is standing under the hemlock tree, which is not a good tree. According to us, it is a very small thing, crow, hemlock tree. The way a crow shook down on me. Shook means moving, shaking the tree, moving the tree. Poet was standing under the tree and crow was sitting on the tree, on the branch of the tree that the crow was sitting. And when the crow was, and that is for example, the condition is in England. Almost all the trees are covered with the snow, right? In England, maximum time the trees are covered by snow. So when he was standing under the tree, he was in a depressed mood, disappointing mood, sad mood. He was standing, the poet, and suddenly what happened? A crow which was sitting on the branch of the tree, that it shook, it moved the tree. So what happened? That is why the way a crow shook down on me, the dust of snow. Dust of snow. So because of his moving, what happened? That crow's moving, which was sitting on the tree, and the poet was standing under the tree, the dust of snow. Dust of snow, I already told you, the fine particles or flakes of snow, right? Dust of snow that fell on the poet. Dust of snow, it is also a symbol of natural joy and energy, right? Dust of snow, which is a symbol of natural joy and energy. It fell on the poet. Dust of snow fell on the poet. The dust of snow, which is symbol of natural joy and energy. Dust of snow from a hemlock tree. And hemlock tree, which is the symbol of almost symbol of ugliness, symbol of fear, death, or bad omens. The crow is also the same. It associates with the same symbols. So when it shook the branch of the tree which was covered with the snow, the dust of the snow that fell on the particles of the snow, especially the snow which was soft, and the cold particles of the snow, soft cold particles of the snow fell on the poet. The poet was already sad. He was in a sad mood, depressed mood, and suddenly a crow shook the tree, branches of the tree, and the snow particles fell, which were soft and cold, fell on the poet. And this is a small thing, event happened, right? Small event happened from a hemlock tree, which hemlock tree signifies fear, death, and bad omens. This is the first stanza, right? So because of that, what happened because of this incident? So one thing is happened. has given my heart a change of mood. And because of this small incident, which small incident? The poet standing under the hemlock tree and a crow shaking the branch of the tree, and dust of snow or that particles of the snow that were falling on the poet's head or fell on the poet's head. This is what a small event which took place there, and the poet was in a sad mood. So then a huge change, it means it made a huge difference, a big change. What? And has given my heart a change of mood. And the poet's mood changed suddenly when that soft, cold snow, particles of snow fell on the poet. Poet's mood changed from sadness to happiness. Because this is the question. Keep in your mind what happened after falling of the snow particles. It means the poet who was in a sad mood, that changed. It means, see now, that the particles of snow, it make that small insignificant thing that made a huge difference. What huge difference? It brought a positive change in poet's mood. What positive change? Sadness to happiness. The poet who was in a sad mood, now he became happy, right? Because of this one small incident, this crow and hemlock tree and falling of that particles of snow, has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had rued. Rued means regret, and it saved, not only changed my mood, positive way, right? Sadness to happiness, but also it saved some part of the day, which were the part of the day which was going to waste that day. That almost it saved that small incident, it saved some part of my day which I could use in a proper manner now, in a positive way I could think now, because it changed my mood from sadness to happiness there. So it saved some part of his day from which of a day I had ruined or wasted. So this is what small poem is given, but it's a very meaningful poem. This is what short summary. When the poet was standing under the hemlock tree, a crow sat. When the crow was sitting, it shook the tree, and the particles of the snow fell on the poet. The poet was in a sad mood, and because of that, what happened? Because of that soft and the cold snow, poet's mood changed from sadness to happiness, and it also saved some part of his day. It managed to save. It means positive changes occurred there. So then, now this is what the summary. Now look at the theme of this poem, that the poet wants to say that the significance of small things in our life. The way in this poem the poet has defined small incident, but a big change, positive change. In the same manner, the poet wants to say that the small things in our life also can make a big change, it can bring a positive change. It can change our mood from sadness to happiness. Next, the poet wants to say, hard times will lead to happier times. This is also one of the theme. It means definitely the time will be changed. Though today, for example, we are going through the crisis, we are going through the problem, but definitely it means the day will be changed, the time will be changed, there will be change in the time. Just keep on trying. Keep trying. Only one thing we have to do. So think in a positive manner. Next, hope. We should not give up. We should we should think in a positive manner. That hope is needed here. So which the poet has defined in a proper manner. That we need a hope which will make a definitely positive change in our life. Next, nature has the power to lift our mood. The way in this poem, the poet who was in a sad mood, who was in a despairing mood, depressed, disappointing mood, and because of that small incident or the nature, this is the impact of the nature. And definitely, in our life also, whenever we feel sad or we are in problem, we are in this depressed mood or the despairing mood, we go in the company of the nature. We like to sit in the company of the nature, especially in the garden somewhere we would like to go. It means we want to fresh our, it definitely it refreshes our mood. What? The nature. This is the healing power of the nature. This is the beauty of the nature. This is the impact of the nature, positive impact, which could change which could change the entire scenario, which the poet has given through this example, right? So many, these are the positive changes are there. These are the things are there which the poet has defined in a short way, only giving one example here, right? This is all about this poem, summary and theme of this poem, right? You go through this poem, it's a very deep, meaningful poem, small poem that you will understand, right? So we will stop here. Thank you and have a nice day.